If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for First Trust Natural Gas ETF with the ticker symbol FCG. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. Here we have the daily chart for this natural gas ETF, and it's pretty much holding up very well against the market. The entire market's pulling back. However, we see that commodities are holding up pretty well. So you can see that there's a nice little uptrend that the prices are currently inside of, and you can see that this was the confirmation of the channel, and we had the fourth test right here. Buyers definitely took advantage of that, and they had a nice little, you can say, a 15-16% gain thus far from entering at this $21 or $22 level. So you can see that if someone put $100,000 or $1 million onto this trade, they're going to be up 15%. So that's $150,000 they're up. So that's how traders can make a lot of money. So we had this nice pop up, and now we're kind of just chopping back and forth in a tight little range. You can see that the resistance is at the 25.41 and the support is at the 24.12. Let's go and make this green so you can see it pop out against the orange channel. So you can see that we're just kind of chopping back and forth for several days inside this tight congestion. So there's some indecision here. Buyers don't know what to do right now because the opportunity to buy was back over here on March 15th, and sellers don't know exactly what to do because they're kind of scared to go short because we're inside of an uptrend, and they don't want to be picking a top and get stopped out. So right now we're seeing some indecision. A couple things that can happen is that we continue to trend higher and maybe bounce off the top side of this channel and then probably pull back, or we just pull back right now to the support side of the channel because that's where prices will most likely go since we bounced from the top side. Just like how we bounced from the top side here, we went all the way to the lower side. We just had the bounce from the top side, so that's why I'm predicting we go to the lower side. I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe they do a two-legged pullback, or we just continue chopping back and forth inside of this green range to the support side of the channel. But eventually, they're going to try to reach the support side of this channel. So is there a measured move that I see playing out? You can see that we had a leg up right here, and this was the second leg up. Prices exceeded it by a good amount, so we have to combine the first two legs together. You can see that this was a leg up right here, and then we had the second leg up, and that's pretty much right where prices sold off at this 24.44 level before finding support and continuing higher. So most likely prices are going to continue to trend higher and higher, so we got to do another measured move. So this is one large impulse up, and then we had the correction back down to that 20.89 level to test this breakout. So you can see that we were also chopping back and forth for several days before having a nice blast up. So maybe they want to repeat that pattern. We'll have to wait and see. But the only difference is that this choppiness is near the support side, and this choppiness is near the resistance side of the channel. So you got to see the details of the patterns. So again, if I look at the measure move target that could play out, I think FCG can reach the 29.77 level as long as prices do not trend below the 20.91 level. So as long as we don't trend below that 20.91 level, this target is still valid. So that's my target for this ETF. It looks like we can probably reach there maybe June or July of this year, as long as this trend stays intact and holds very nicely. And it looks like commodities will continue to trend higher. So that's everything I have for FCG on the daily chart. Let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. Here we have the weekly chart for FCG, and we've been going up since 2020, where prices have been making higher highs, higher lows, and right now we are near the top side of this channel, so we could start seeing a sell-off. So there's multiple reasons why we should be pulling back. The first one is that we're in the top side or the second half of the channel, which can be resistance, and we can continue lower. We are far away from the EMA, just like when prices got far away from the EMA in the past. You can see that we had a pullback. I'll show you guys with the arrow. So every time we had the top of the impulse form, we started pulling back towards the EMA. So this was another top of the impulse, and we started seeing selling come in. So this looks very similar what happened numerous times in the past. We had like near the top of the impulse, which this looks like it could be, and we can see a pullback all the way down to the EMA. And there is a little gap over here that could be filled also between these weekly candles, and that gap is at the 2277 level. So maybe we don't go all the way back to the support side of this channel. We could just find any support probably at the midline or the dash line of this channel, and then probably start continuing higher or resume the uptrend. Let me take a look at the measured move. And the last or the fourth piece of evidence why I think the prices can be pulling back is we had a long-term measured move play out. So you can see that the target that traders were looking at was right at the 25.39, and that's pretty much right where we are. So they're probably going to start taking their profits, and short sellers are going to start coming in. So again, there's another reason why you should be expecting a pullback. The first one is a long-term measure move. The second one is prices are far away from the EMA. The third one is that prices are in the top side of the channel where we can find resistance. And the fourth reason is there's a gap on the weekly chart that could be filled. I would not be a buyer right now. We could continue higher, but that's aggressive if you want to go long. It's just what normally aggressive traders take, because eventually we're going to see a snap back to the EMA. So I think more conservative and professional traders are just waiting for a better opportunity to enter with the trend. So that's my analysis for FCG, and I give it the $29.57 target. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.